Good morning, everybody. It's 6:35 in the morning on day 17, heading out. I have a 17-mile day, or I'm sorry, a 12-mile day today. I should be there around noon or 1 o'clock today, pretty easily. Getting ready to head out a little bit later than usual. I was actually up by 6 o'clock. But I wanted to finish uploading yesterday's video, so I took a late start, or a little later start. Still, I think I'm the first one out of the hostel this morning. So I'm continuing on, all packed up, got my water for the day, and ready to go. It's probably too dark to see, but there's a huge hill ahead of us, and all you can see is a couple headlamps heading up that hill. So we've got a bit of a climb. It's still pretty dark. That's a headlight at my level, but these are actually going up the hill. You can see the outline of the hill up there. You might be able to every once in a while see a flicker up there near the top. Actually, he's only about 2/3 of the way up. Good morning. It's starting to get light out. Those lights way off there in the distance. It's the town we were at, and we're on the top of quite a hill. I don't know if you can tell how high up I am, but we claimed from down there. Well, actually, we went from the city down there and then climbed this hill. Get up here, and the hill still goes on, so we're still going up. Decided to take a break. So it's just after 7:30, so I've been out here for about an hour. Finally reached the top. This is the valley. And that is the town way down there. You can see that hump. And at the top of that hump, I don't know if you can see it, that's that ruins that we saw yesterday. So we're as high as those were, actually higher on the other side. Have some pilgrims coming up. We are heading that direction, and I think if we have more flat now, but I'm going to sit over here on this wall for a couple minutes, catch my breath, and get some water. They actually have a little bit of a shelter they built here for us too. Good morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise. I did a bonehead move this morning when I left. I picked up the wrong poles. So my poles are way back down there. I'm trying to get a hold of the albergue and find out whose poles I have, but they only speak Spanish and I only speak English, so it's been difficult. So I have to continue trying to solve that problem. Well, they showed up with my poles, which was fantastic. I returned their poles. The last view of the valley before we continue on. We've got pretty flat now, so I'm continuing on. I think it's about 4 miles or 5 miles to the next town. I'll get a drink and then I'll continue on from there. I had a lot of gorp or trail mix while I was here, and heading on. We're walking along through farm fields. Path is still like a driveway, but we just crested the hill, and look at this beautiful, it seems to go on forever. Sign letting us know we're on the right path. Here's a overlook, so I'll stop and do the video so that you don't have as much bounce in it. Look at that. And you can see the trail snaking away all the way across the valley there. You can maybe able to see the pilgrims down there on the flat part. That's where we're heading. Still walking through farm fields. We're now on a road. So back on road walking, heading that direction. It's all the windmills are back there. I started listening to podcasts, listened to the BBC and some other things. It's depressing news today. So I turned it off. Not worth listening to. Been talking to some people from New Hampshire about hiking the Appalachian Trail and some other cool stuff. So it's been nice talking to some other pilgrims. It's kind of interesting. I've been giving out some business cards with my information on it so that people can find my YouTube channel. And a lot of people are calling me YOLO on the trail, even though Camino, they don't use trail names, but it's kind of stuck. So I got half the people calling me Brent, half the people calling me YOLO, some people just calling me Ohio because they don't remember my name, but that's okay. It's kind of cool. All the people you meet from Holland, the Netherlands, Germany, New Zealand, Spain, United States, Korea, China, all over the place. I've met many nationalities, so it's been kind of cool. Can't communicate with some of them. That's okay. The one night over dinner, we sat there with Google Translate, and that's how we had a conversation. So, but it worked, and got to learn a little bit about each other. A nice community. We're back to sunflower seeds, sunflower plants that are close to harvesting, maybe even past harvesting, but all the stems are dead and the very few leaves on them. Remember back before that one big hill, we had them just like this, and then after that hill they were all green and were losing their petals, but they were still all green. Now we're back to them all drying out. So different microclimate again. We're heading this way, and I think there's a small town up here. I just met this lovely couple up here. They are from Australia. They are out here doing the Camino, and in order to make some time, they rented bikes in Burgos, which was 2 days back, and they're riding to Lyon. So that will give them a jump up. Kind of cool idea. I thought about doing that. We'll see. Crossing over this beautiful old bridge, goes over this river. River looks very peaceful, but then it sounds like rapids up there. I'm wondering if there's a beaver dam up there. Could be. Especially with the way that water is flowing. That might be dammed up from a beaver. It looks like quite high change of water levels up there. I don't know even if they have beaver here, but kind of interesting. I'm not going to walk all the way over there to find out whether there's a beaver bog. Kind of cool. I think those are just sticks lined up there. I don't think that's a beaver den. We're passing along in this aspen forest. The interesting thing is, if you look down the aspens, you'll notice they are planted in rows. Aspens in Ohio grow naturally. You find them everywhere, especially in damp environments like along rivers or creeks. But these were, for whatever reason, planted. We see pine trees in Ohio like this because pine trees don't grow naturally. And when people plant, they normally plant things in rows. They don't plant them randomly. But look at it, you can see right down the row. That's kind of cool. You don't normally see, or at least in Ohio, you wouldn't see aspen trees planted like that. I don't know why they planted them. Maybe it's wood pulp or something like that. But it's a whole section planted that way. Kind of cool. Came across the farm where they're irrigating over here on the right. They have irrigation over here on the left. Not sure what they have planted there. Haven't seen that before that I can think of. Interesting though, up here, I actually see they have a field of corn. I think this is my first cornfield that I've seen in Spain. I've seen lots of wheat fields, but not corn. And over here you can see they're irrigating, again, whatever this is. Not sure. Maybe I'll find out later. Hey guys, I've asked a number of people who have passed me what this stuff is, and nobody seems to know. So if you happen to know, leave it in the comments. Somebody says potatoes. I don't think it's potatoes. But there's that cornfield that was showing you. A lot of the towns have walls that they've painted, inviting you into town, or as you come into town. This is the one for this town. Kind of cool painting with the pilgrim there. Buen Camino Peregrino. I stopped back there at the bar, got a drink, and got a, sorry, something distracted me, a popsicle. So I ate the popsicle and drank the drink, and I'm heading out. I've got something going on with my left calf. Not sure what. It kind of feels like a cramp. I'm trying to walk it off. Hopefully that's all it is. But I've got like 5.5 more miles. So slowing me down right now. But I'm continuing on. So we just came from those farm fields. A lot of irrigation going on. And you've got the windmills over here. And we are heading up. So it actually feels better on my my calf going up than down. Still a little bit sore, but it's getting better. When I got up this morning, it was completely overcast. The clouds are broken and the sun is out. It is warm. It is, I think, almost noon. It might be past noon now. I have about 1.5 miles left to go. But it's beautiful. It's windy. I don't know if you can see the dust storms over there or all the windmills on that hill. But we just came from up there. Continuing on. Wow, I was really wrong. It's almost 1 o'clock. I said noon. It's almost 1 o'clock and I still have 1.5 hours. This calf is really slowing me down. Hopefully a hot shower and a good night's sleep takes care of it so I can hike tomorrow. I have less than 1/2 mile to get to town, and I see what looks like ruins up here as well as a church. So we're getting there, slow but sure. I've reached the town of Bodilla del Camino. It's the town I'm staying in tonight. I'm about 3/10 of a mile from my albergue. And this is going into town. So this is the albergue I'm staying at. I stopped here, and the first thing I did was I grabbed lunch. I just wanted to show you around. It's got a beautiful courtyard out here, and they were serving lunch when I got here, so I grabbed a quick lunch, and then I checked in. So they have a place that you can do laundry out there. I passed on laundry today since I did all my laundry yesterday. I figured I could wear my pants 2 days in a row. In this place, is $35, and that includes dinner and breakfast. So they are setting up for dinner now. And then all the rooms are upstairs. I actually have a single bed upstairs. I'm not in a bunk tonight. They also have a nice sitting room here as well. So we are doing a pilgrim's dinner again tonight. Of course, it has wine, water, bread, and it starts with soup. So that is our meal that we're starting with. So the second course is stew and rice. And I think I see a salad over there too. Hey everyone, had a wonderful dinner. Just sitting out here on the patio relaxing right now. Had a 12.7 mile day today. I think I have a 15.2 mile day or something like that tomorrow. So a little bit longer. The place I'm staying at had dinner and breakfast included in the price, so I'll stick around for breakfast. Hopefully, get out of here around 7 o'clock in the morning, and get to the next town where I'm staying, which is 15.2 miles or so, and get a place to stay that night. Then the next night I have a long day of 18 miles. So a couple of long days coming up. Uh, Been a really good day. My calf muscle is relaxed. I got to the albergue and took a shower, put some biofreeze on it, and that took care of it. So hopefully it lasts through tomorrow, and we're in good shape. Continuing on, thank you for joining me on this trip, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.